We're at 21429 Ottawa Road in Apple Valley doing a move-in inspection. This will go over all the details of the property. So these poles here, we're having a driveway with chain link fence. There are trees. There is some debris from the trees around the edges. There's also weeds on the edges a little bit. You have a little bit of tree stumps on the edge there, an area that goes down further. You have the driveway, some discoloration from tire marks. There are some cracked areas going into the porch area. You have more cracks on this side throughout. More cracks on the driveway on this side as well. You have a chain link fence with rocks on this side. You also have chain link fence dog run on this side with trees. You have the stucco that is cracked on this corner of the garage. You have holes on the stucco on this side, a little crack in the corner as well. There. You have the lockbox on the gas meter. You have eaves that are a bit worn, discolored, chipping. You do have some nails on them as well. You have the electric panel on this side. You have more areas that are paint chipping from the eaves, worn post. More areas on the stucco that is chipped, holes on the edges, a couple holes there, all older, worn, cracked stucco. Again, chain link fence on this side. You have the patio that has some discoloration. You have a board covering a hole that is on the wall there for the garage. You have patched areas on the stucco as well. You have cracked on the corner edges as well. You have a light that's a bit dusty. You have the door that has stucco chipped around the edges on the top and the sides. You have, again, the patio that has nails and screws throughout the post. You have cracked patio on the cracks on the cement, more cracks on the stucco. More paint chipping on the edges of the eaves. You have the windows. This one's missing a screen that's in the garage. This one has a screen. You have patched areas around the window. You have the yard with some dried up weeds. You have some boards throughout. The car will be removed. You have, again, more areas that have wood and cement bench. The chain link fence goes basically around most of the property. You have that side as well, and then you have wood that you can see is leaning. There's some boards that are broken, missing, cracked, holes throughout a lot of them. More cracks on the stucco, as you can see again around the window. This one, the screen's in the garage that'll be placed on. Dented up light that is on, working. Cable lines ran throughout. You got a chain link gate on this side. Some holes, some debris. Clean out on both sides there. Basically the backyard area, another clean out on this side. Some weeds throughout. We're gonna go on to the inside, actually the front porch area. And you have this one too that's a little off on the back. We'll go to the front porch. The garage door, you can see the edges of the trim is discolored. You got a big dent on this side of the garage. The rest of the garage looks pretty good. light fixture working, little discolored or dusty. You got a hole on the stucco there, a couple cracks as well. Cracks on that side. You got the post, planter box, bricks are loose. Cement here looks good. More cracks on the stucco on the bottom, midsection as well, and the corners. Window looks good on this side. You do have 2 screens. A few holes from the cable lines. You got a box on the top that's not connected to anything. Light is working, different colored there. You do have more cracks on the stucco by the door. A couple holes as well. Another hole on this side coming through. A couple chipped areas on the post as well. Another light that's working, a little dusty. This window does have a screen. Overall looks good. A couple more cracks on the stucco. This window has a missing screen that's in the garage. A few more holes throughout the stucco here. Eaves are all the same. Paint chipped, worn. This corner is a little bit chipped as well on the stucco, and brickwork planter looks good. Cement looks good. Go into the inside. We have the security screen. You do have worn edges. You have another crack around the doorbell. Doorbell is working. Security door looks good. A little bit of rust on the hinges. Door on the inside looks good. Locks look good. Door frame a little worn. You have also a little worn on the metal security screen door. You can see the edges there. A little dusty on the bottom there. A little bit of nicks and worn edges. The main front door has some scratches, a couple little nicks here and there. You have one lock on it, the other one is capped. As you can see, the deadbolt's not there. A little bit of gap on the entry. Door has some black stains, a bit of nicks, a little bit of discoloration around the knob and a few areas there. You have paint along the edges of all the property inside. All of it has a little bit of trim paint along the edges. You do have a light that is working, looks good. You have the switches that look good. The walls look good. Here's a small little hole there, a little bit of blemish. Few patched areas, few little dents in some areas. Most of the plugs have paint covered on the plugs and the cover plates. You have this wall a little bit worn again on the edges as noted. You do have a smoke and a carbon monoxide detector in the living room. You do have some patched areas on the wall. Baseboard looks good. Tile has some little bit of stains, a little bit of grout areas that are missing, a little bit of paint along the edges, a little bit of staining there. You have a cracked tile here. You are going to have several cracked tiles throughout this property as well. A little bit of worn areas along the edges of some of the tile. Again, a few more nicks. Discoloration. This side has a bunch of nicks as well. This is by the door to the garage. A little dusty as well. Wall looks good on this side. The door to the garage has some scratches, some nicks, some dents on the inside. A little worn around the edges. Walls all have some patched areas. Again, paint stains around the edges. You have a fireplace that has the flooring there with some caulking and paint stains A few more discolorations and stains around the bottom. Same with the mantle. Mantle has white paint stains throughout, worn areas, holes throughout the mantle as well, and paint stains. The fireplace is covered with tape for wind not to come in. It does work from what I am told. Window, you do have a little bit of paint around the edges there. A little bit of residue around the edges. You have tint throughout the windows. None of them have coverings, they all have tint. The tracks are dusty. The windows look fairly good, and most of the tint is peeling throughout most of the edges as well. You have a light fan combo. The fan is a little dusty. And you do have a lighting there. That is the living room area. We'll go into the dining room now. Flooring, you have a couple of tiles that were changed. You have a cracked tile there, here, this one's also cracked. You have a little worn areas on the edges. Here's another cracked tile. Little discoloration, stains. Another cracked tile here. More discolorations and stains on the tile. Different areas. Baseboards have been painted. Walls have patched areas. Overall, looks good. A few holes on the top here. Switch, more discoloration or residue from tape. You have this door that has some scratches, some stains on it, and that is on the inside. On the outside, center looks a little worn. Outside has some dents, some marks, some stains, another dent throughout. You have this door, a little dusty on the threshold. The door frame itself looks fine, little worn areas on the weather strip. You can see a few little nicks and snags. You do see some, again, worn edges as well on the door frame. And then this screen, a little dusty or rusty on the bottom. Locks look good, a little dusty as well. You do have a cut on the screen, a couple cuts on that side there. Little rust areas on the screws. Overall, the door looks good except for those few items. Finishing up the dining room. The walls on this side look good. The window has tint, no covering. Some of the edges are coming off. Tracks are a bit dirty. Plug underneath has a broken piece on the bottom. Baseboard's a little worn. More paint on some of the plugs. Again, you have paint along the edges there. Fan, light combo, little dusty. Vent looks good. Going into the kitchen, the flooring, you do have more stains on the flooring. All these ones are good. There's none that are cracked. Just stains throughout. You have the cabinets have been painted. They are older, worn, used. Cut up a little bit on the baseboards here, you can see. Again, just older, worn, discolored on the inside. As you can see, it's an older cabinets that are in the kitchen. You have tile that has discoloration, worn edges. Tiles a little bit gap there. Some cracked tiles as well. Some chipped areas as well. Plugs look good. Countertops here, again, a couple gaps, a couple nicks throughout, a couple cracked tiles through there. You also have this one that's been cracked, and they covered it up with caulking so no one gets cut on it. More nicks, a little bit of cracked areas or nicks throughout the tile, as you can see. Cabinets have some holes in it, some discoloration on the edges. A couple more holes, nail holes here. Again, all older, worn, used. This window has a ledge. Window has tape residue along the edges. Tracks are dusty. Window has tint worn on some areas, as you can see. Sink has a few dents right there. Little dusty, dirty. Faucet works. Again, little worn areas throughout. You have the towel holder here. A little more stains, discoloration underneath the sink. No garbage disposal. A few holes in the back of the wall there. Older, worn again throughout. Yeah, the burners that are older, worn, used. Staining inside the oven as well. Yeah, the rest of the keys here. There's one in the lockbox, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 keys total. 2 sets. You have the fan that is working, the light that is working. Filter's a little bit dirty, discolored. You can see the staining around the hood fan. It's a smaller one. You can see there's gaps between the two. And that is the kitchen. Actually, this one is missing the cutting board on that one, but there is one on this side. A little bit of cut on the bottom. Light looks good. Ceiling looks good. Vent's a little discolored. This wall looks good. We are going into the hall. You have the hall, you have one smoke detector there that is working. You got the vent for the air filter here. It looks like it's a 20 by 20 by 1. You have the walls look good. Again, patches throughout certain areas, as you can see. This light will be put back on. It is working. You do have the thermostat. You have a closet door that looks good. Inside's half painted, has a little bit of a stain you can see. You have tile with a little bit of paint stains around the edges, a few drops. Baseboard's a little dusty. Walls have a little bit of stains. Pole has a little bit of paint stains as well. That is the closet paint on the hinges as well. Light is working, as you can see. A few nicks on the hall, a few cracked tiles. Cabinets are older, worn, used, discolored, stained, paint stains throughout. Worn, older, nicked, so forth. So that is that. We have the first door. The door frame is nicked, worn, used, older, discolored. The door looks good on the outside. Inside looks fairly good as well. A little bit of worn by the hinges that have some paint stains. Smoke detector there. Walls, switches, plug. Look fairly good. You do have paint around the edges again of the ceiling. You have some discolored stains there as well. You also have some stains on that. Flooring, a little worn on the edges. A little bit of paint stains. little discolored in some areas, a little bit of grout worn on the entry, a little bit of paint stains, wood for the closet door frames to go through, a little bit of paint on the poles. Closet doors has a couple stains, a little worn in some areas. Overall, good and working. As you can see the track there. You do have a few more cracked tiles by the window. Discoloration, a little bit of caulking, discoloration there, and so forth. Light, 2 bulbs are off. It is a little dusty. You got the window, no covering, you have tint. A little worn throughout the corners again and edges. Track's a little dusty. That is this bedroom here. Now we're going into the second bedroom, which is the northwest bedroom. Entry, you got a cracked tile there, another one there, nicks, another cracked tile there. Some paint stains. More paint stains along the edges, another drip there. A little bit of grout worn there. Baseboard's a little discolored on some areas. Plugs have paint on it. Switch looks good. Light is working. A bit of holes on this wall. You got the smoke detector. The door itself looks good. There's a little worn area on the knob there. The door frame itself looks fine. Older, used, nicked throughout, as you can see. This wall, a couple little stains, little dents. Door frame to the closet, same as the other one. Little worn. Same with the wood track. A little discolored on the inside. Paint on the pole. Closet doors, there are 2 of them. A little worn in some areas. Overall good. This plug's working from what I'm told. This one is capped. Paint and paint stains on that. You have a fan with all the lights working. And the fan is a little dusty, overall good. Vent, a little bent. A little discolored on the ceiling. Little patched areas around the window. Got a hole, more discoloration there. Little worn area on the wall here. A little discoloration there as well. Going into the bathroom, you have the door frame that has paint on the hinges. Door frame's a little worn, nicked. Tile has a few cracks. Grout, a little worn. Baseboard underneath, peeling on that, discolored there, cracked tile there. Toilet has some staining. Working. Wall is worn, discolored on that toilet paper holder there. This wall looks good. You got a window, a little dusty. It does have the screen. You got a shower head. You got the faucet. That's a little older, worn, a little bit of stain, a little bit of nicks from an old shower door on the edges. No plug there. Again, discoloration in some area inside the shower. You got the cabinets, older, worn, used, discolored, stained, painted. Missing stopper. Worn mirror edges with paint. Medicine cabinets, older, worn, discolored. Light has some paint stains on it as well. Vent has some discoloration. A little bit of a crack. Well, that's not a crack, just some discoloration there. A little bit of tape on the edges there. That is this bathroom going into the master. Door frame. Worn on this side. You have the door. Worn around the knob again. Outside looks good. Center looks good. A little bit of paint on the knob. Smoke detector again. Paint around the edges. Couple holes. Worn corner. More stains around the edges. You got a stain there. More stains by this fan and the vent. Vent looks fine. More stains on the ceiling here. You got a fan, light combo, dusty, a little bit dirty. You got the switch, worn. Fan is working. Lights work. Fan works. You got the baseboards and the plugs. Plugs have been painted. Baseboards have been painted. That's good. You got a cracked tile here. Plugs again. More cracked tiles there. Painted telephone line. Tile has some stains. A little bit of paint stain there. A little bit of grout worn in that 2-3 areas there. More to stain, another cracked tile. Walls again, overall looks good. Window, no covering, has tint. This one looks good. Tracks are a bit dirty. A little bit of worn around the edges. A little bit of paint stains as well. Master bathroom, door frame. Same as the other, painted hinges, worn, little nicked, older. Catch there for the doorknob, little worn, little cut up on some areas around the door frame on the inside. You have the door. Overall looks good. Little stain there. Knob looks good. Does lock. Inside has a discolored a little bit based on not painting it fully, but it looks good. Walls look good. Ceilings look good. Vent a little older, worn. Ceilings a little uneven on the top here. Walls look good. Window has no covering, a little dusty, dirty. You have a rod holder for the curtain. No curtain though. You have the shower head, looks good. The shower had doors. As you can see, there are some nicks from the old door area on both sides. Couple nicks there. Shower tub is discolored in some areas. Water stain on the faucet and handle. You do have 2 towel rack holders there. Tile, a little bit of worn grout, a little bit of paint stains throughout. Toilet, little stain, seats, bit worn. Good. Mirror has some black around the edges. You have the sink, no stoppers on both of them. Mirror's a little worn, but good. Lighting. You do have some paint stains on the fixture for bulbs, for lights. Looks good. Another towel rack there. Patched areas on the walls there, throughout. Medicine cabinet, older, worn, discolored. And then you have the closet. Little patched areas throughout the closet. Attic space, corners broken. Light, shelving's older, worn. Switch I think that goes to the attic actually. You got the tile, paint in the corner, a little bit of attic debris on the closet, a little bit of paint stains around the edges. Baseboards look good. Walls overall have some staining, but overall good. And that is our inspection. Thank you.